From the east to the west, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DBIC, the PrimeTime Capper, and it is time for the premier sports betting show, the PrimeTime Angles Live, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I hope you are feeling the same. We got the CFB Friday Night Lights tonight, and I look forward to it, and let's go ahead and preview the games. Ooh-wee, sorry about that. Take two, right? So pretty much let's go ahead and get started. But all right, so let's go ahead. Houston at Tulsa, plus 135. Tulsa is minus 160, minus 3.5 to Tulsa with an over-under of 54. So what do we have here? We have a game. We have ourselves an AAC conference game today, and it should be pretty good. I think it's going to be absolutely tremendous. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But a lot of things looking real good for us today and everything like that. So pretty much here we are. We have Houston, Tulsa. So I'm looking at it like this. You got a 3.5 point spread for a team that, everybody's really going to probably, hover to Houston, but all good. You know how it goes. I like Houston scoring 34.5 a game as well, too, in points against. They're not giving up many points either. Tulsa's been getting shellacked left and right, but this is the first conference game of the year, and they are seen as one of the better teams in this conference. So that's why the game is like this. And Tulsa always plays really well at home. But I think the rushing, Tulsa, good rushing game, good passing game as well, too. So Tulsa has a lot of things working in their favor, but their defense isn't that great. So I like Houston tonight. I think Houston shows us some value, plus 135. Why not? So you know what it is. So we move on, and let's talk about this Big Ten matchup. We got number 5, Iowa at Maryland, plus 135. Tua's little brother is there, and he's absolutely killing it this year. And now they go into this game, and they're ready to rock and roll and see if they are worthy enough to beat a top 10 team and a top 5 team at that. So, they're ready for this one. And you got you got Tua's brother. He's 335 yards a game. Petrus is only 171, but Goodson is such a good running back. He can be the difference in this game as well, too. So I like what I see here. I think that this should be really good. It should be a lot of fun. And I think that we will have ourselves a very, very good game tonight. And, and you guys already know the Big Ten always provides good theater. It's Friday night. It's a game that's in Merritt College Park as well, too. So it should be a lot of fun. So, you got two sides, one offensive, one defensive. And I think that the defense really does show up here tonight. And Maryland hasn't really played anybody, even though they are one of the better defensive teams in the nation, but they're still playing, the Illinoises of the world, Kent States of the world. So this week they have to step their game up. They're going against Iowa. Iowa does like to keep games low scoring, but this week Iowa does know that they need to score just a little bit. Maryland's going to be at home, and they're going to have all types of trick plays and all types of deceptive plays and things of that nature. So I really do expect a very, very good game tonight. And so I feel like this game will go over. We will get some points here. Or, Iowa can just go ahead and put the stomp down, with some great defense today. So that's what I'm looking at. And let's see how it goes. So we move on to the finale for tonight. This is going to be a Mountain West game. This is going to be a game, interstate game as well, too. You got BYU from Provo going against Utah State Orem. So, this is going to be a pretty good game. Bitter rivals here as well, too. I think what happens here, though, is you look at this game and you tell yourself that, hey, you know what? We got to go with the home team tonight because it's a big spread on them. I'm not saying that they win the game, but I think that the big spread tells me everything I need to know about this game. Utah State's 3-1 on the season as well, too. I know they haven't played the same as BYU, and they got absolutely scorched last week by Boise State. But this is a good one. And let me take that back. I have to remember BYU is a independent, but that won't be for long. It looks like they'll be headed to the Big 12 very soon. So they won a good game last week against Florida, South Florida, but they had to eke that one out. Then they got a good one over Arizona State as well, too. And then they got the monster upset early in the year over Utah. So they're trying to keep things in balance a little bit here and keep things going keep things going in a positive nature. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But that's what we're doing here. I like the +9. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners and I'll Have Another and Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
Tune into Big Wave Boxing every week with a brand new guest with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the PrimeTime Chapter, getting the best boxing stories, best boxing angles, and the truth when it all comes down to the sweet science. Tune into Big Wave Boxing on the Prime Wave Media channel on YouTube.
All right, so we got the MLB PrimeTime PK6, final weekend of the season. We start off with a game that's very important. Yankees and the Rays and the Yankees. Rays coming in here, rightfully so, as the doggy. And we have ourselves a Yankee team that's focused on getting themselves back to the promised land, as I like to say. You know what I mean? And I think that we all are, pretty much anticipating a monster weekend this weekend. And we have the Rays coming in here with McClanahan and Nestor Cortez, who's been pitching lights out for the Yankees, is going to be on the mound today as well, too. So this is a good game. These teams match up very well. I think the Yankees have that glow going. I know they won the series over the Blue Jays, won 2 out of 3, pretty much put them where they needed to put them at, to not have them nipping at their heels too hard. Now Boston and Seattle are tied for the second spot, and the Yankees actually have a 2-game lead and can probably go ahead and end this thing tonight if they can go ahead and get themselves a big win here, and one of these teams do falter, either Seattle or Boston. And more likely the odds will be based on Seattle probably faltering, but Seattle's red hot right now. They've won their last 9 out of 10 games, and Boston is even in their last 10, while the Yankees have won their last 8 out of 10. So the hot hand is always going to be the team that you do have to say can be the team that can get ahead. And that's what I'm looking at right now. I like the Yankees tonight. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out. But it looks like a really good game to me. And just be ready for a great weekend. All right, so we have the Red Sox at the Nats. The Red Sox and the Nats. This one is a good one, too. This one, you're going to see if the Red Sox really, really are worth the price of admission. And I say this because pretty much you have Boston coming in here with Eddie Rodriguez, 178 strikeouts on the season, 11-8, has got the ERA down as well too. But Josh Rogers has been pitching pretty well himself, even though he's not going at extended innings, and he only went 4.2 last time out. He only gave up 3 runs in that game. So I know he's ready for this spot right here. And Rogers, the former Oriole, he's looking to go ahead and have a good night tonight. So this should be a good game. And I like the Nats with the plus 1.5. I think they keep the game close. And this is such a crucial spot for the Red Sox. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out, but we move on from there. All right, we got the Indians at the Rangers. The Indians coming in here minus 130, and the Rangers are plus 110 tonight. This game has over written all over it. You got 2 pitchers that are getting absolutely crushed this season, and they don't have high strikeout rates either. And, they'll probably be good in a few years, but right now these guys are struggling. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the over 9 in the spot. I think that's it right there. That's why I chose this game, because I feel like this one is a no doubt about it over. So we'll see how it goes, and we move forward from there. All right, so we have the Cubs and the Cards tonight. Cubs and Cards. Weird type of game, but I think that everybody can pretty much agree that, the Cardinals have had a great run. Cubs are a little downtrodden right now. They're probably absolutely finished by this point, demolished. You know what I mean? So you got to just go with the flow, right? So pretty much with that, I think what we do here is we say we try to have ourselves put in a good position today, and I think that the under 8 should be the play here, and that's exactly what I'm doing here, is going to take the under 8. So there it is, Cubs at the Cards, plus 145. And no, that's a minus 175. Let me fix that real quick, but that's wild. Minus 175, that would be crazy. You get pluses on both sides, you playing both sides, right? But yeah, that's what it is right there. And pretty much this is going to be one of the fun games of the night, because you don't know what to expect. You got a good pitching matchup here as well too. So we move forward. Hopefully we get the under. Hopefully we get the under, because that's what I'm looking at right now. Now we got the Rockies and the Diamondbacks, the basement dwellers, but the Rockies have played much better baseball over the last few months. And then you have the Diamondbacks, who have lost 106 games this season, 107 to be exact, and they're coming up on their final games of the year. So they're looking towards, wrapping this thing up. So pretty much it should be a fun weekend. It should be a lot of runs scored at Coors Field. So I like the not Coors Field, but in Arizona tonight. So sorry about that. And the Rockies should be good. John Gray's on the mound as well too. And I think that they can win this game by 2 or more runs. So that's why I'm taking them with the minus 1.5 tonight. I think that presents a lot of value for people that are looking for a strong value bet, but not want to chase a dog or anything like that. So there it is. Rockies minus 120, Diamondbacks plus 100, over under of 900, over under a 9. All right, now we got the Padres. This is my dog of the day, plus 165. Got slapped around a little bit in LA, but they had moments where they should have been winning the game, but they didn't win the game. So pretty much, can they play the spoiler this weekend to the Giants? I think they would love to play the spoiler to the Giants this weekend, to be honest with you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take this spot right here. And I think that we're gonna be good here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and take Padres plus 165, Giants with the minus 200, and that's what we're doing here. Padres dog of the day, And the number is going up as we speak as well too. All right, we move on, and let's go ahead and talk about some good old horse racing today, because we got 4 stakes races today at Santa Anita. The first race just went off as well too. Let's see who the winner was, because I gave out Carmelita's Man, big, kind of the favorite. So, hopefully we get it home. Trying to get the update on it real quick. We'll get to that in a moment. But let's go ahead, get this show on the road. We already started late, very late. And I know my energy would be better Monday, but but it's Friday, baby. It's the best day of the week. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. So pretty much, man, I really do feel like this is going to be a big weekend when it comes to horse racing, because there's so many great races, so many things that are back around. Carmelita's Man did win, paid $5.40 for the win, $3.20 for the place, $2.40 for the show if you had a $2 wager. Now, I had a little bit more than that, but so that was a nice little hit to start the day off with. So thank you very much, Mr. Juan Hernandez, Dean Peterson, for the good ride. And they went in and they got themselves home and got themselves a good win. So let's go ahead and check out today's stakes races over at Santa Anita. And they are some beauties as well, too. Our first group up today, we got the Speak Easy Stakes, 100K off on the turf, 5 furlongs on the turf as well, too. Number 2, One Timer, is going to be our horse here. I really do like One Timer a lot. I think One Timer presents a very good pedigree. The horses finished first at Arlington. The horses finished first at Woodbine. We'll probably get back down to a number that's going to be very chalky. So I'm going to go ahead and take One Timer here. We got Forbidden Kingdom, 2-1. This horse is trained by Richard Mandela, going to be ridden by J.J. Hernandez. He's seen as the top pick with most of the handicappers for this one. And then you have Time to Party with Peter Miller and Flavian Pratt. This is an absolute gem spot, because this can wind up being a good money maker for you as well, too. So we'll see how it goes and see how it shakes out here at race 5. And then we also have Miss Alacrity thrown in here as well, too. Wesley Ward is the trainer for this horse as well. And we got John Velasquez riding that horse, coming from the East Coast, hanging out a little bit, riding one of Bafford's Jim riding one of Bafford's big horses here as well, too. All right, we got the Chandelier Stakes in race 6. Chandelier Stakes should be good. We have Electric Ride as our key horse here. He's 3-1. And then we have Grace Adler, who's going to be our second hole here as well, too. And then in the third spot, we have Ain't Easy. Ain't Easy should be good as well, too. Joel Rosario is going to be riding this horse. Phil D'Amato is the trainer. And then we have Censorship. This is Bob Bafford and the John Velasquez connection. But the Chandelier is always a very, very popular stakes race. It's a very important stakes race towards the Breeders' Cup as well, too. So expect some good things here today. We got an 8.5 furlong on the dirt. Should be good. So let's see how it goes. All right, we move on to race 7. Race 7 is going to be race 7 is going to be the Eddie D Stakes. And in the Eddie D Stakes, we're going where the hill has returned. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go with the Steve Asmussen trainee, and that's going to be Snapper Sinclair. Snapper Sinclair is going to have Joel Rosario riding. So you like the condition. The horse is coming off a classy win over at Kentucky Downs as well, too. So you like where you're going to with this one. And I think that Snappy Sinclair continues a winning streak as well, too. I know the horse hasn't, when you look at the horse's figures and things of that nature, the horse hasn't won back-to-back much. But the thing is, though, this is another high-end stakes race for the horse. I think the horse comes down very, very well off the hill. We'll like it, and I think this will be a good opportunity for Steve Asmussen to go ahead and get himself a trophy over here at the Great Race Place. Then we got Lieutenant Dan, Steve Maietti, a trainer that I do admire. This horse has won back-to-back races, including the stakes over at Del Mar back on August 22nd. So he has Lieutenant Dan sharp, ready to roll, and Steve is red hot right now. So you can't forget about this horse. So I got to throw the 7 in here as well, too. And then we have Caribou Club. This horse is going to be trained by Michael McCarthy and ridden by Drayton Van Dyke. The horse last ran over at Gulfstream Park back on July 17th, and also won over at Gulfstream Park at a $60,000 handicap back in May of this year as well, too. But this horse looks to improve. This is a spot that the trainer selected because he feels the horse can run at this spot very well. So that's what they're doing. So we're throwing the horse in here because it's a good connection here. And I think that this could be a horse that could help out the exotics as well, too. And then we have Law Abiding Citizen. Law Abiding Citizen, ridden by Abel Cedillo. Law Abiding Citizen won a stakes race up at Pleasanton. It's a smaller track, but still good win for the horse. Came back around, finished 4th over at Del Mar on the 31st of July. Has been off since. Is coming off the layoff, so this horse should be ready to roll, ready to run, and should be able to help us out a little bit with the superfecta today as well, too. Then we have the American Pharaoh Stakes. This is a very important race for the babies, for the younger horses. And this one right here is going to see who the best in the West is pretty much for the 2-year-old division. So we're going to see how this one shakes up. You got Mikey Smith, Money Mike, riding for Bob Baffert today on Granichi, who's the big favorite here, owned by Speedway Stables. So this is something huge for that horse. And then you got Rockefeller, the other Baffert horse. I like this horse a little bit more. This horse has a lot of connections as well, too, in the ownership group, SF Racing, Starlight Racing, Madacat Stables as well, too. And I think that this horse is a little bit more prepared right now. And I think that this horse should be good as well. It should be very, very good in this spot. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking Rockefeller on top, and then I'm going to take Granichi with the second hole. I think this horse gets upset today. And then Papa Cap, the winner of the Best Pal. Gun runner baby. Gun runner colt. He should be able to run well at a track that his father ran well at as well, too. So I like it. I like it a lot. And I can never discount the DeSormo brothers. Oviet class is going to be running as well, too. Jim Downey horse. Bernardini is the daddy. So we'll see how this one goes. And Oviet class will round out our horses for today's stakes races at Santa Anita, races 5 through 8. And then you still do have the nightcap as well, too. All right, so we move on, and let's go ahead and talk about the prime time pick 690 to 1 today. Yankees minus 130. That's plus 1.5. We have the over 9 with the Indians, Rangers. Also the under 9 with the under 8 with the Cubs and the Cards. The Rockies minus 1.5, and the Padres plus 170. Single what you like. All right, and then at the end of the night, we got to always know we run with our football. So we have the Houston plus 135, over 47.5, Iowa, Maryland, and plus 9, Utah State. Single what you like, 8-1. So let's make it a good night. Let's make some money here. I like what I see here. I think that everything will work out very well. I know everything was kind of late today and all that good stuff, and it's kind of I know what you got. Don't think that I'm a little off or anything like that. Throat's a little sore, but we'll be good to go Monday. Don't worry about a thing. Going to be dropping the conference bets list throughout the day today and tomorrow morning as well too. Also, make sure you look out for the Rise and Shine pick 6 as well. And as usual, we're going to do the Dirty Dozen jackpot for Saturday as well too. The late pick 4, the dog day pick 4 as well too. And I have an MLB PrimeTime pick 6 for you Saturday and Sunday. And also, you guys already know I have my tickets ready for the NFL and to watch all my bets for the NFL. You guys tune into the NFL Bet Exchange, which is on the Prime Wave Media page, okay? So I thank you guys very much once again for tuning in. You guys are the absolute best. And as I always say, if you got a hunch, bet a bunch. Always bet with your head, not with your heart. and the movement is moving. And I'm telling you right now, you guys better jump on it, man. 42-1 on Sunday, 50-1 on Wednesday. So come on, the money can be made. All right. So guys are the best. I'll talk to you Monday. And hey, we back at it. And I'll be dropping the tickets for you guys in a bit for folks that might have missed out on the stuff as well too. So there it is. And then I'm going to be tweeting out my race plays today as well. So you guys be easy. And I am gone.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.